You see that turning there? I've got the socket over the head. My worst nightmare just happened. I just dropped the socket from my ratcheting socket wrench into my engine, so now I have to get that out. Okay, we're going in. I'm gonna need to focus. Oh gosh, I've got it mostly out, like jammed under something. I see it. It's like a berth. Yeah, back in, I guess. This is where a second hand or two player would be useful, because I need to get the head over the plug, so just give me a second. Okay, now this is an excellent tip. There are times, just because of the way this wrench works, that you will have to pop this off, turn it a 90-degree angle, and then pop it back on and then proceed to turn because of its flexibility. There's some points where it's more likely to be more steady in the socket, which will help you actually turn it, not just kind of like be loosely flailing around, you know. Now if I flipped it around and then turned it from this to a 90-degree angle and pop it on back this way, if I were trying to turn something in that same position, see how much looser it is, you know, and then you're driving yourself crazy down there trying to turn in such a tight spot. Now I'm on the cap. My wrench is turned to the right, screwing in position, and I can begin just turning it. And it doesn't look like much, but it's screwing in. Now I think I've got, there's number 6 done, number 5 done, number 4 done, number 3 done. Wow, I didn't even know I did that one. Yep, number 3 done. Number 2 not done, and number 1 done. Okay, only 2 left, only number 2 left. That's awesome, better than I was expecting. So I'm having trouble getting the cap on number 2 to actually get onto number 2. Tried with the socket wrench, tried with my fingies, it's not working, so I'm gonna pull out my new bestie. Of course I had to be doing this at night, only having my cell phone to rely on for light, which means of course that I can't use both hands at the same time. I gotta get one of those forehead lamps, man. Anyway, I just got it on there. I'm not sure if you could see it, but I saw it, and that's what matters. Ciao. I'm also working by the grass, which is absolutely not advisable because you might/will lose your tools. I didn't though. I'm fine. Thankfully, the cap is incredibly merciful and super easy to screw on, because otherwise I would have trouble, because this is not the perfect angle to be in. Yet the cap is consenting to turn. It's just that there are really thick lines right in front of the thing. So that makes it kind of hard to really get in front of it. But I got it, and with the ratcheting action, it compensates for the lack of space. Alright, now I'm in a perfect angle and I can get a perfect motion and I can get that satisfying ratchet sound. And I played the video game Ratchet and Clank when I was younger, and of course I had no idea what a ratchet was. I think I just found out a couple months ago. Alright, now she's tight, feels good, not gonna over tighten, just gonna kind of back out of there. Gonna try not to bump into any of these fragile 500-year-old lines. I'm realizing I have a lot of replacement work to do. The cap on this thing just fell off. I can see it down there. Yo, my car, it's too funny. This thing just popped right out of there. See down there? Our friend is stuck down a tight space and we have to get her out. Yup. Let's get in there. Do some extraction work. Now she's falling into 2 parts. There's one, there's the other. This is more complicated than it needs to be. Feel free to just skip this entire video and just go watch something more productive. Alright, there she is. Okay, so I did drop half of it, but I did not drop it down the whole ass engine. Sorry for the kids watching. I dropped it off to the side, which is good, because I didn't want to end this day in that way, you know, like, I don't want to feel bad for recording stuff, but I am going to try and follow my rules a little better next time and not record with inadequate lighting and try and have support. Ciao. I'm gonna stop recording here actually. Just assume that I got everything out and it's all okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, fine, I couldn't resist. It was super tight and so satisfying. My goodness, this has been like one of the most satisfying episodes ever. Just because it's involved just plucking things out of spaces.